I want to talk a little bit about the Las Vegas Raiders welcoming Josh Jacobs back to the fold. He spoke. We have his teammate Max Crosby on Friday's show. He had to reschedule. He is scheduled once again back on our docket for tomorrow. The Condor will be on the phone.
What a name.
It is a great name. He's got a wingspan. That's for sure. And he's got a running back teammate who's been paid a little bit more than the franchise tag. So the Raiders did do what the Giants did for Saquon.
Got a new number.
And Josh Jacobs spoke via Zoom yesterday, I believe. And he spoke about whether there's any hard feelings between him and the Raiders.
I mean, we here. I mean, I feel like, we made it happen. So it ain't no hard feelings now. I mean, I feel like I said, we made it happen. So it's a clean slate with me. It was never really just no hate on each side. I understood it. But at the same time, I understood my value too. So it was just about meeting in the middle.
I was not expecting a bleep immediately.
Yeah, that was, he came out hot.
Bleep. We're here.
Hey, we're here, man.
I just love it. On one end, on one end, you got bleep, we're here, and on the other end of this conversation, you got we could all be dead and no one's going to miss us. You're not getting paid.
Look, the league's going to go on with or without us.
Come on my bus.
Oh
my gosh,
that's amazing.
That was hilarious.
And I don't know what it is, man.
Tell you what, man.
I don't know what it is. It's just, I can't shake the Raiders. I just can't shake them.
Yeah? You feeling it?
Well, the autumn wind is a pirate.
That is true.
And I understand, they put their eggs on the pirate ship of Josh McDaniels. They did. And I just can't shake the fact that McDaniels has the quarterback he wants.
I think that's fair to
say. And the last time he had the quarterback that he wants as the head coach of an NFL team, it was Tim Tebow, right? I mean,
they won games.
Very high register there.
And they got blasted in the playoffs.
Well, he wasn't the coach. That was John Fox when that happened with Tebow. He was long gone, man. He's the one who drafted him.
All right.
He's the one who drafted him. And don't forget, Elway came in, brought in Fox, and he goes, we're not doing this for Tebow until they had to. When Kyle Orton ran out of gas, they had to do it. And then all of a sudden, Tebow time hit, and that was a real thing, people.
Tebow time
was a real thing.
Real.
I saw it in person. Again, Thursday night game against the Jets and Sanchez.
Oh, yeah.
And he was throwing it way out of bounds, like he was throwing it with his feet.
I remember you said that once.
And then 4 minutes to go, and all of a sudden he turns into Elway.
Oh, you're right. That was 2011.
And Peyton Manning was the only one who allowed Elway to stage the bloodless coup of Tebow Mania in Denver, where they didn't want Tebow going anywhere. Until, we can get Peyton Manning? Oh, okay. Whatever. Send him to the Jets. Anyway, long story short. McDaniels wanted this guy. He wanted this guy. He's got him. It's Jimmy G. What if the Jimmy G of, 49ers fame shows up and wings it around, and he knows the offense, and he's going to run it the way McDaniels wants it. And hey, Jimmy, just be careful when you throw it between the numbers. Will you please? What if Josh Jacobs, as he said yesterday, is ready to roll, and he needs the proverbial one rep to get ready? And the Josh Jacobs, who ran for 1,653 yards. There is, I believe, the photograph we have on the screen for our radio audience, including those listening in the great city of Las Vegas, Nevada, home of this year's Super Bowl. I believe that's the game in Seattle where he walked it off, or he ran it off. Remember that in overtime? Mm-hmm. What if that Josh Jacobs shows up? What if the Devontae Adams of Rodgers years and his success shows up? And his year's not about what's happening and who's walking in his path and what he does to that individual while strolling off fields of games that he was up 2 touchdowns in and lost. What if? They could be the biggest what if team again of this year. Dude, Jacoby Myers is not a bad addition. Renfro, Devontae, Josh Jacobs, Jimmy G. They let Waller walk, I know, but he's not a McDaniels tight end either, it appears, right? I think Josh just sent him packing. I know they don't want to talk about it. It's the Patriot way being brought to Las Vegas, Nevada.
What are you doing? You going to pick them to make the playoffs?
I don't know. I don't think so. I
Didn't
can't do it again.
You did the West last week when I was
burned.
gone.
I'm burned.
What'd you have the West standings at last week?
My West standings were what you'd think. Chargers.
Chiefs, Chargers.
Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, Broncos.
Okay.
That's what I had.
Chargers make the playoffs?
Put the Raiders schedule
Oh,
up.
here we go.
Let's put it up there.
Come on now.
I mean, we'll do win-loss in a second. I'm not going to do the win-loss for the Raiders. I don't think we've had anybody do that, have we? Which somebody did call in. Yeah, we had somebody call in. Yeah. Dark Side Don in Vegas called in and asked and put him at 10-7. We should get Musburger to do this.
That is optimistic. 10-7. That is a hard schedule.
Look at this first two. At Denver, at Buffalo.
That's 0-2.
Home for Pittsburgh. At the Chargers.
That could be 0-4.
Or they could be 2-2.
Home for Green Bay. Are you going to Week 6 against New England?
It's looking likely.
Okay. I mean, let me make sure here. The Week 6. Oh, well, yeah. So that's what you should do. Just sell your Rams-Cardinals tickets, Chris, and then go to Vegas and watch that game.
I might cover a drink at the game.
Okay, there you go. So,
I think it could be rough. I mean, they could be what, 4-8 at the bye week.
Good Lord, they needed Josh Jacobs, or they could start surprising some teams and put some points on the board. I mean, you know better than most humans how McDaniel's offense, when operated by somebody
very good,
who knows how to do it, knows what the coach wants, knows how the coach can set you up to make quick, decisive throws to guys who are schemed open. And, this offense has worked. Clearly, I understand who was the one operating it, but with running backs and wide receivers of far less individual success than Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs. These are some really talented people. And
are you going to pick them to beat the Broncos?
I'll just say it. He's got a small white receiver in the slot.
Nice.
Okay. I don't know if that's what they call it in the offense, but they got it.
Hey, small white guy, run to the slot.
Yeah. Do those China routes that you do so well.
Are they going to beat?
Whatever they call them.
You're not going to pick them to beat the Broncos, though, are you?
Why not?
No, I'm asking you. Are you going to
in
pick
week
them?
1?
Yeah. At Denver, Sean Payton, Russ is lean and mean.
Is Sean Payton? Is he suiting up? Is he?
He's coaching them
All
up.
right. This is what I'm talking myself into right now. Yes. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.